In today's literature, two genres have emerged that coexist and feed off one another: utopian and dystopian novels. These futuristic worlds often have similar characteristics such as advanced medicines to cure diseases, large vertical metropolises where the population resides, and futuristic travel methods. The main difference between these genres is the attitude of the average citizen, which is upbeat in a utopia and downcast and defeated in a dystopia. Both utopias and dystopias include technological advances that result in more free time for the average citizen. What society as a whole chooses to do with this newfound time is what clears up the distinction. If the society begins working for the betterment of future generations' lives without ignoring their current morals or ethics, it is usually within a utopian story. On the other hand, if the population begins to grow complacent and has a government that takes certain rights away for the greater good, this is usually an indicator of a dystopian story. Lepore supports this narrative, writing that utopias believe in progress, dystopias don't. A common misconception of these genres is that they are complete opposites of one another. When examined closely, it becomes clear that they have many parallels and only differ in their final outcomes. Using Jill Lepore's work, A Golden Age of Dystopian Fiction, to analyze The Maze Runner, we can see where the distinction between utopia and dystopia might blur.
Hello. My name is Dr. Ava Page. I'm Director of Operations of the World Catastrophe Kill Zone Department. If you're watching...
In The Maze Runner, the viewer is intentionally only given the same information as the characters. They are not given any extra information until the final scene. In this scene, the camera switches constantly between over-the-shoulder shots so the viewer can see what the protagonists are witnessing, and close-ups of various characters showing their reactions to what they are seeing.
Everything that's happened to you, everything we've done to you, it was all done for a reason. You won't remember, but the sun has scorched our world.
It is not until the end of the film that technology is shown at a grand scale, revealing that it is a futuristic world that was hidden until then. This causes the viewer to begin to wonder if the testing Wicked ran on these kids was for beneficial or malicious purposes.
We called it the flare, a deadly virus that attacks the brain. It is violent, unpredictable, incurable. Or so we thought. In time, a new generation...
The movie ends with a very utopian in the making sensation, considering the research that was being done and the futuristic technology being used to monitor the kids. But the room at this moment, with live wires hanging from the ceiling, shattered display monitors, flickering lights, and a dark room go against a utopian feel and point more in the direction of a dystopia.
What makes you different? You may not realize it.
By using contradictory elements in the making of this film, the director throws the viewer's minds into chaos by creating a world which is not easily identifiable as a utopia or a dystopia. Lepore wrote of this, but this movie is one of the best modern-day films that exemplifies this characteristic.
But not for you. The outside world